Okay, so mopping technique and how to use a window mop. This is pretty simple and I think kind of self-explanatory, but we're going to go over it anyway. You have your mop on your mop handle and you'll have clean water in your bucket. I usually put, there's lines on here, I usually put about 2 gallons in the bucket. That seems to be enough most of the time. And the thing about the clean water in your bucket is if it gets really dirty, you can always dump it out and refill your bucket with dirty water. But you do want enough that you can actually get your mop down in there, get it wet, you can scrub it, and not have any issues there. To get water for your bucket, I guess most of the time you'll just want to find a spigot on the outside of your customer's house or business and just fill it up there. You can ask the customer where their spigot is and explain that you need some clean water for your bucket, and I've never had any issues with that. The one time I will bring my own water is when I'm doing downtown windows, since a lot of those storefronts, they don't just have spigots readily available, and I'm going from storefront to storefront to storefront. I will fill up a 5-gallon bucket of water with a lid, take that with me, and then when I get downtown, I will dump about half that bucket in here and carry it with me as I walk. And when it gets dirty, I'll dump it out and I'll use the other half to do the rest of my day. So, take your mop and you want to soak it in the water, and then for outside windows you just want to kind of squeeze off the majority of the excess, but there's still quite a lot of water in here. See, there's still quite a lot of water in there. For inside windows, you don't want them to drip as much and you want your solution to be a little bit thicker. You want to squeeze quite a lot tighter and squeeze the majority of the water out. More like that. So now there's not as much water in here. It still is wet, but there's not as much water in here as you can see. But again, outside windows, just quick. You're going to leave most of the water on there, and then you take your dish soap and just a bead like that should be just about right. And then that can go in your bucket on your belt or wherever else you're keeping it. And then put you up against this window here. Now initially, when you first put the soap in the water on your mop, you're going to want to kind of work it into the window like this so that you get that soap evenly distributed across your mop. And you can tell that when I first started it was really watery, and now it's really sudsy. Just like that. So in order to scrub this window, there's not really any rhyme or reason to it. Some people will tell you that you need to do in some sort of fancy pattern or whatever, but you just want to make sure that you get the entire window and that you get all the edges. And you'll be able to kind of feel too, it'll kind of grab at first. If the window is really, really dirty, your mop will kind of grab a little bit. And then after you've scrubbed it enough, it will get a lot slipperier because of the soap and such. Now again, if your window is extra dirty and you have a mop kind of like this with the extra aggressive side, you can do an extra scrub with that. And that's basically it for the mop. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, this video is actually part of a free online course that I've made on how to professionally clean windows. If you want to sign up for the course, you can go to the link in the description where you'll find the rest of the course, some other supporting materials, and a community of other people that are learning how to clean windows as well. So thanks again, and we'll see you in there.